What's up guys, Clark back again from clarkkegley.com. I'm gonna teach you today how to brand your YouTube channel, set yourself up for success. This is based on the last video we did on this channel where I was talking about, kind of the YouTube secrets, the YouTube hacks. And that video got such a good response from people emailing me, messaging me, asking me for coaching, asking me for more tips. I thought it'd be stupid to not share another one of these videos. Not because I'm an expert, but because I've made almost every mistake out there building and growing a YouTube channel over the last 2 or 3 years. Quick note, just woke up, got back in from New Orleans last night from a wedding. So this is my first work day back, and I saw the comments and people were asking, Clark, I have all these ideas. I don't know where to start with a YouTube channel. Or I'm doing a YouTube channel and I want to be a guitar player, and I want to be a vlogger, and I want to be a book summary guy, and I want to be a psychology guy and a relationship guy. We got to put on the brakes and stop right there. So let me start talking about branding, identity, and why that's important. Before that, actually, you guys like to see numbers. So if this is your first time watching a video, currently right now my channel is growing at, I think, 4,100 subscribers a month. Doubles about every 6 months. I get over 1 million minutes of watch time every 28 days. So I finally figured out a formula through branding and through these strategies I'm talking about right here that you can replicate and get similar results. Remember modeling. Okay, so back to branding. What is a brand? When you think soda, what do you think of? Coca-Cola, Pepsi. When you think of sports teams, what do you think of? Probably your local sports teams. When you think of Justin Bieber, Beyonce, any celebrity, you have an image in your mind of what you think about them. Same thing with a company. That's how marketing works. So if you are a YouTube channel, realize that you're marketing yourself. Video is one of the best ways to market yourself and get your message across. So what do you want your message to be? When I come across your channel, what do you want me to view you as? Because remember that comment I was responding to earlier on here? I'm literally typing it as we are having this conversation right now. And video is a much faster way to get the message out. So hopefully this answers your question, man. So I was talking to him and he said, Clark, I have guitar, I have psychology, I want to be relationships, I want to be vlogging, right? All that stuff. And that's very common with this creative mindset that we're all in. We want to create things. Well, realize that those are 5 different channels. A vlogging channel is going to have a way different marketing campaign than a guitar cover channel, than a relationships channel, than a travel channel. They're all similar but different, okay? So there's 2 different approaches, but let's go back to the branding and talk about that for a minute. I get fired up and on tangents on this. What do you want your message to be? When I come across your channel, you have a much better success rate of converting me to a subscriber, someone who's going to be a long-term fan, buy everything you do, watch you, support you, like your videos, comment on your videos, share your videos. You want to convert me into that, right? I am much more likely to do that if I am a guitar player as well, and I see that you post guitar playing videos, because that now I feel like those videos are for me. But if I go to your channel and I see one video of you playing guitar and another video of you talking about relationships and another video of you cooking omelets, I'm confused. I don't know who to believe. I don't know which guy to believe. Or I might subscribe to your guitar video and you post an omelet video or a cooking video, and then I get mad and peeved off because that's not what I signed up for. Same thing with an Instagram account or a Facebook account, right? So that's what you gotta focus on. When you're starting out, then there's plenty of room to branch off later. What do you want your identity to be? Okay, get that in your mind. So for me, for instance, the thing that made my channel take off really and keep growing is I started getting identified as the book summary guy or the journal guy. Those 2 things go really together because they're all about personal growth and improvement. What do you want your message to be? Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing with starting your channel, setting it up, and what I teach people with when we work one-on-one through coaching or email or whatever, is who do you want your message for? Who are you doing videos for? And don't give me the, I make videos for myself. No, you can't do that because if you do, then put a private channel or just keep your videos to yourself. Everyone who's posting on YouTube, you do it for other people. It might even be your grandma, so you can send her a video. You're still making a video to send to her. So define your audience. Okay, so now we had branding. What's your message? Now we're talking about your audience, your avatar. Who's your message for? This is what I did. I literally wrote down a fictional character of who I was talking to. A couple of years ago, I thought I was going to do more of like men's coaching or more videos related to guys. I decided to go a different direction, but when I did that, I wrote out the millennial man. He was in his 20s. He was in college or out of college, slightly educated. I even got down to hair color, I even got down to eye color, just so I had those images of that person I was talking to. And then before every video I did, I would think of that guy right behind the camera and talk straight to him. That is such a clear way to get your message across. That's branding. Look at one of the biggest guys, Casey Neistat, right? Everyone's seen Casey's vlogs. He's very animated. He's very out there. That's probably him, but I think he knows this and he panders to the audience. And who's his audience? I'm willing to bet it's younger. It's in between the ages of 13 to 18, right, that watch vlogs. You go to a 30-year-old, who watches vlogs at 30? No one. So he's going after that younger demographic, and you can see in his demeanor, you can see in his tonality, you can see in his comedy, his hand gesture, everything about him is kind of playful and younger and funny and goofy. So he's found his audience, and he's playing to their strengths. So define your audience. Because remember what we said in the last video. Reality is most people watch 10 to 20 seconds of a video, they make up their minds, they click off, or they stay on. And if they stay, you're much likely to get them to stay on, much more likely to get them to stay on if they feel that video is specifically for them because you're branded well and because you're talking to them. All right, those are two things. When you're starting out, and this is what I'll close with, don't limit yourself to a box. Don't niche down too much, right? There's too broad, which is I'm the self-help guy. I think that's too niche today. I found that out the hard way. I did 3-4 years of self-help videos. Why don't these catch on? Tony Robbins gets millions of views. Zig Ziglar. You're comparing yourself to all these, gargantuan motivational speakers as a 20-year-old kid. And you're like, oh, that's because to get someone's permission for you to talk about life, you have to prove yourself in small wins first. So those small wins you need to build on. If you're gonna dominate a category, okay? Dominate something and be the expert. Be the big fish in the small pond, not the small fish in the big pond. And you'll do much better. So if you're a guy who asked the question, if you're going after relationships or traveling or guitar playing or psychology, some of those intertwine. Don't limit yourself too much, but maybe give yourself permission to explore a video of each and then delete the ones that don't work 6 months down the road. I will say this, to find where you're most passionate about, to find where you're gonna make the best videos from, think of 3 things in a Venn diagram, these 3 circles, and right in the middle is what you need to do. Let me get a sip of coffee first. This is gonna be good. All right, the first circle is what have you spent the last 10 years doing? What have you spent the last 10 years? What are you an expert in? Remember, people want to learn from the best. People want to educate from the best. People want to follow the best. That's at the top. The second circle right here is what are people paying money for? Because you don't want to be just talking about ideas that get a lot of search traffic, get a lot of view time, but no one's willing to actually buy a product from you down the road, or no one's willing to sponsor your videos from advertisers, all right? So what are people paying money for? And then the third is what can you talk effortlessly about on a Saturday night? So all those 3 circles right there. So what you're credible in, what people are paying for, and what can you talk effortlessly on a Saturday night. Right there in the middle, that's your brand, that's your niche, that's your everything right there. So you gotta take those 3 things into consideration, because if you talk about something that you're not credible in, that people are paying for, and you could talk about on a Saturday night, then you're just having a conversation with one of your buddies, right? About like conspiracies or something. That's not the best thing because you're not credible in there. But if you talk about something you're super credible in, people are paying for, but you can't talk about effortlessly on a Saturday night, that was me with health. It felt soul-sucking. It felt like a job, a J-O-B, and that's not always what this should feel like. You're not going to be the most passionate from there. And then, of course, if you can do those 2, you're credible in, talk effortlessly on a Saturday night, no one's paying for it, you're going to be dead broke. All right? And that is a fast track way to failure. Happy closing on that. All right, so put your questions in the comments below. I'll probably do part 3 of this just because I like picking up the camera, ranting into it. Here's what I learned in 4 years. I don't know where it goes, and you seem to like that format, so thank you kindly. Please give it a like, comment down below, and I will say I have opened up 5 or 6 coaching slots. I'm currently vetting people through to sign up for me doing YouTube coaching one-on-one. You can send an email to clark@clarkkegley.com. There's my email right there. Only if you're serious, right? This isn't journal coaching. This isn't lifestyle coaching, which I charge a lot for. This is more of a, I'm trying to explore this area as a business. So I want to work one-on-one with people and kind of pad the resume. I've worked with about 20 or so people, get results on YouTube, but I'm looking to really find a few that are willing to take their channel to the next level and are serious enough about it. Hopefully you have some sort of material to judge it from, judge like your everything from. But if you're serious about it, email me and we can talk. That's it. That's my pitch. I wish the best for you. Stay in there. It's a brutal game of consistency, and resilience, and marketing is a big component in that. I'll talk more hacks and tools in the next video and all that, but post your questions as well. Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for your support. From me to you, stop settling, start living. See you later.